core. Now we're going to do crescent lunge series. So this one is going to be we're warmed up, our bodies are feeling warm. We can do this, you guys can do this, but these are going to be a little more challenging advanced poses. Okay, so we are going to start in downward facing dog. Okay, so come on to your downward facing dog. And then we're going to start on the right. So inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Bring it forward. So bring your right leg between your hands. We've done this before. So now we are going to inhale into crescent lunge. So you're going to bring your torso and your arms up, straight up above your hips. So inhale, lift up, breathe here. You want to be on the ball bound of your back foot, right? And you're pushing into your right foot, into your front right foot. So your heel and toe pads should all be pressing firmly into the mat. Stack your right knee over your right ankle. Lengthen your back leg straight. If you need to micro bend it, go for it. That's fine. Stack your shoulders over your hips and your arms are in the sky. You could twist your pinkies in so they're facing each other. Lower your shoulder blades down your back. Breathe here. It's a challenging pose, but you got this. For an option, you can shorten your stance if that's easier, or you can lower your back leg down to the mat if you want to modify it. Okay? So now inhale, bring your hands to heart center. Exhale. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, twist to the right side of the room. Revolved crescent. So you're going to hook your left elbow around your left knee and you're going to push through your hands so that you're lifting your torso off of your front leg. And you're going to look backwards if you can, or whatever's neutral for your neck. Again, no wrinkles. And really push through. You guys got this. You can do it. Again, as an option, lower your knee down to the mat and really focus on the twisting portion of this versus the strength. Okay? When you've had enough, exhale, release down to runner's lunge. So runner's lunge, you toe heel your feet to the outer edge of your mat, come to your right, the right knife edge of your right foot, lower your back leg down behind you. You can stay here, or you can come to your forearms, or whatever's comfortable. Let your head hang heavy. And just release into this pose. It's a big hip opener. If you feel emotions coming out, that's fine. We store a lot of stress and emotions in our hips, so just let it come out. Stay with it though. Just if you want to focus and you do a visualization, visualize your breath, and when you inhale, going into the spots that is you're meeting resistance. Okay. Inhale, stamp your hands down, and exhale into high plank pose. Okay, so top of a push-up. We are going to zip. We're going to inhale and go into side plank pose, Vashisthasana. So bring your toes to touch in the back. We're super close. Stamp your left hand into the mat. Rotate on your left knife edge of your foot. Stack your right foot on top of your left foot. It's not either or, it's literally, it needs to be stacked. As an option, lower your knee to the mat. Now, lift your right arm up high and push. You can see how I'm pushing up my hips. This is a push up, create like a rainbow arc underneath my hips. You can gaze upward or whatever's comfortable. When you've had enough, exhale into chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now let's do the left side. I'll come around this side so you can see me. So inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, bring it through. Inhale, crescent lunge. Again, square your hips towards your front mat. Shoulders stacked on top of your hips. Hands in the air. Look, gaze forward. Left knee stacked over left ankle. Press through both feet like you're ripping the mat apart. Inhale, exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, revolve crescent to the left. So hook your right arm on the outside of your left leg, your left knee, your left thigh. Press through your hands. Push them. That'll help you open up your body and twist. It's an option. Lower your knee down to the ground. Pushing through my legs. You got this. Breathe through it. You can do it. When you've had enough, exhale, come on down to low lunge. To runner's lunge, where you lower your back leg down and you move your left leg to the outer knife edge of your mat, lower down to your forearms. Let your head hang heavy, or you can stay up, whatever's comfortable for you. Okay, again, this is a good hip opener. You might have some emotional releases here, which is totally fine. Inhale, push on up to a high plank. Exhale into high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now, we're going to move into the next part here. Inhale, oops, I forgot. We got to do Vashisthasana on the left. Sorry. Go back to high plank. So from high plank, push through your right hand this time and twist, rotate your right foot to the knife edge of the mat. Stack your left foot on top, lift your left arm high and push up. You can see my body. I'm not down like this, I'm pushing up. As an option, lower your right knee down to the mat. Breathe here. Feel the oblique strength. You can do this. You can gaze upwards. And then when you've had enough, come on down. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a couple of open mouth breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, let the air out. Let's do it again. Inhale. Exhale, open mouth. Now, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Both feet to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Okay. Can you guys see me? I'm going to do chair this way. Chair pose. So, you guys have been here before. We're the same position. Really sit back into your heels. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. So hook your, just like in revolve crescent, hook your left arm on the outside of your right leg. Sit low. Okay. Push through your hands. Gaze upward. Lift your torso off of your thighs. Also, gaze down, and you can see my left, I don't know if you can see this, but my left knee is poking forward. Shift your left knee back in line with your right knee. It's important to protect your hips. Breathe here. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to move into gorilla pose. Gorilla pose is a fun one. You just stick your hands underneath your feet so your toes, and make sure your hip width distance apart. Your toes are going to tickle the top of your wrist. So it's a nice wrist stretch. what I like to do is bend my knees and my elbows, and I like to pull my body down with my arms and push my body away with my feet. So it's this tug of war, pull, push kind of thing. Just breathe. Excellent. And then let's return to, let's do a chaturanga. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your toes to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. You know where we're going. Inhale, exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, crescent, a prayer twist to the right. Hook your right arm, to the left. Hook your right arm on the outside of your left knee. Really push through your hands. Gaze upwards. Lift your torso off of your thighs if they're on there. Exhale, forward fold. Come to a seat. Take a drink of water. That was probably the most challenging part of our series today, or one of the most challenging. And we're all warmed up. We did a lot of core, so now we're going to move into crow pose. So crow pose, I'm going to do this from the side so you guys can see me. So when you're ready, come into like a forward fold, but bend your knees. Put your hands really, really wide. Open your hands like starfish. Put them shoulder width distance apart. Put your feet and bend your feet. Put them about 1 to 2 feet behind your front hands. I like mine about 1 foot to 1.5 feet. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. You can see how low I'm bending my elbows. Until you can fit your little knees in your armpits or on your triceps. And then what you're going to do is you're going to literally shift your weight forward, and you're going to lift one toe and then the other. And this then becomes all about balance. So if I feel like I'm falling forward, I push through my finger pads. If I'm falling backwards, I push through the heel of my hand. Now, if you fall out, who cares? It's yoga, okay? I've been doing yoga since 2000, so I can do this pose now, but it took me a long time. So be patient with yourself and try it. Once you continue to build up that core strength, these are going to be easier for you, if you want, okay? Perfect. So now we're finished with that. I'm going to pause it.